Yo guys, what is going on? So if you saw my update video, or maybe if you haven't heard at all, there is a new case in CSGO called the Fracture case. And basically this case brings in a ton of new skins, but also now is the second case to be introducing the Shattered Web knives to the game. Basically, the fact that CSGO chose to do this actually has a major impact on the CSGO community market and on some of the investments that people might be trying to make profit off of right now. So today, I'm going to basically go through and explain what's happened, what's going on, and give you guys some suggestions for some new possible investments. Also guys, real fast too, only about 2.2% of you guys are actually subscribed to the channel, so if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. It would mean a lot and really help me out. Anyways, let's get right into the video.
Hold up.
So like I was saying in the intro, the release of this new Fractured case into CSGO, it does bring in some new skins, which is pretty awesome, but for some reason, instead of Valve choosing to make some new gloves or choosing to bring in some new glove skins to the game, or maybe new knife skins, which people really want, they chose to just repeat the Operation Shattered Web knife skins. Now, if you don't know, the Operation Shattered Web knives, before this case came out, you could only get them from the Operation Shattered Web case, which had been discontinued since Operation Shattered Web ended, meaning that the only ones that are on the Steam community market or that you have in your inventory are the only ones left. They are not dropping anymore. The only chance you have at getting those knives is through the Operation Shattered Web case. Well, now that the Fracture case has been introduced to the game, and the fact that it has been put into the drop pool, meaning you can actually get this case every time you level up in CSGO, makes these knives a lot less rare, and is not only dropping down the Operation Shattered Web case in price, but is also completely decreasing the Operation Shattered Web knives in price. Now, I've made multiple videos about Operation Shattered Web items and how well you could possibly profit off of investments from them, and the fact that Valve released the new Fractured case completely ruined some of these investments from the Shattered Web collection. And like I was saying about the Operation Shattered Web case, if we scroll down, you guys can see that within hours of the Fractured case being released in CSGO, the price dropped from about $2.63 all the way down to $1.61. It did spike back up a little bit, but then it has slowly started to even out around $1.75 and is actually kind of continuing to go down. Now, if you have invested into this case, you may have sold it back when the prices spiked way up to $3.38 around there, back around the end of July. I personally know I made a video around then with some more information about these cases spiking, and in fact, I even ended up selling all of my cases, and I was able to actually buy one really nice USPS skin in-game with the profit I had made off of those skins. So if you sold them there, that was not a bad idea, but if you still have your cases now, even after they've dropped majorly in price, I do want to say right now, do not sell them. Yes, the Operation Shattered Web knives can be in other cases, but the fact that all the skins in the Operation Shattered Web case are still not dropping anywhere else and the only way you can get them is through this case will cause the case to stay up in value. And if you don't believe me there, let's take a look at the Operation Hydra case. The Operation Hydra case is actually just like the Shattered Web case. It came from Operation Hydra back in 2017 and stopped dropping as soon as the operation ended. Now with this case, Valve did the exact same thing they did with the Fracture case and the Operation Shattered Web case. If you don't know, in the Operation Hydra case, you do have the chance to get gloves instead of a knife. And basically, they took the glove skins you could get in this case and put them in other cases that are still in the drop pool, meaning that these cases will drop a lot more often, making the rarity of the gloves that were originally in the Operation Hydra case a lot lower, basically making them more common, just like they did with the Operation Shattered Web knives. Now, 3 years later, if we come down here and we look at this case is still $6 to the day. There's only 1,600 of them about on the Steam community market, but the fact that they're still on the more expensive side for some of the cases is the fact that all of these skins, besides the gloves, are not dropping anywhere else. The only way you could get the 5.7 Hyper Beast or the Op Onitaji, for example, is out of this case if they run out on the Steam market. That will keep this case value up really high, as we can see right here. And again, going back to the Operation Shattered Web case, the reason I'm telling you guys not to sell is because this will very well happen with that case, only in the matter of time. It probably will not be as short term as it was before, where they went from like literally 50 cents all the way up to $3, but you will definitely have the Operation Shattered Web case rise over time. Like I said, do not sell your investments. I want to make that point clear. The case will still be good. It will take time, but you will be able to make some profit off of it. If, however, you did choose to invest in the Operation Shattered Web knives, I will tell you guys right here, their prices are only going to go down from here. They're not going to stay as high as they are currently. They're just going to go down, especially with the release of the Fracture case and the possibility to get these knives a little bit more common. If you have invested in these knives, I would highly recommend trying to sell them right now where their prices are still up. If it's a knife that you want to keep for the long term and sell it later down the line, I do want to warn you, you probably are going to lose a little bit of money, unfortunately. But like I said, if you have some of these knives right now for purely investment purposes only, I would recommend selling them now. They are only going to go down, unfortunately. Anyways, so now that I've talked about exactly how the fractured case is going to affect the CSGO community market and some other items like the Shattered Web items, I want to tell you guys about some more possible investments and some kind of cool information that will come with it. Now, if you guys don't know, every time a case is put into the drop pool of CSGO, meaning that you can get it from a drop in game, it has only a 2-year life period. So 2 years from now, the fractured case will be removed and replaced with something else. Basically, Valve doesn't really tell you this, and I believe I'm saying it right, and if I'm not, someone comment down below and correct me, but I'm pretty sure that with the release of the fractured case, CSGO removed one of the cases. And from what I've seen online, and from also what I've seen on the community market, it looks like this was the Gamma 1 case. If we take a look at the Gamma case on the CSGO community market and scroll down, its price has not spiked to anything super crazy yet. It is only 14 cents right now, but if we come down farther and we look at the graph, look at the massive price spike around here. Like literally the exact same time the fractured case was released into the game. The case went from about 9 to 10 cents all the way up to 15 cents, and it has been kind of sitting steadily up there. But that is because most likely this case, the Gamma case, is not dropping anymore. Now, from what I've seen, this case has stopped dropping. This is what people have been saying online, and I'm strictly just going off of that information. So there could be a chance of a little bit of error in there, but I'm pretty sure this is now the most recent case to be taken out of the drop pool, meaning you cannot get this drop anymore. What is here on the Steam community market, well, there are a lot of them, is what is left in the game. Again, this is another case of the exceedingly rare special item. You can probably, I believe you can get those knives out of other cases, but the skins in this case, specifically the high tier ones like the Glock Wasteland Rebel and the M4A1S Mecha Industries, the only way now to get them is either to buy them off the community market or from this case. There's no more being put into the game, so their rarity is only just going to go up from here. If you are looking for a new long-term investment, this would be a great option, getting a bunch of Gamma cases and just keeping them in your inventory. Like I said, it's definitely going to be a long-term option, considering that there are 185,906 of them on the community market right now. Like I said, the Gamma case would be an awesome investment, along with also the high-tier skins from this. Personally, if you really wanted some good investment ideas, I would probably buy a couple of the M4A4 Desolate Spaces, a couple of the Glock 18 Wasteland Rebels, and a couple of the M4A1S Mecha Industries. Those are definitely some of the most sought-out skins in this case, some of the best skins in this case, and if this case doesn't go up in value big time over the next couple of years, I can guarantee you guys these skins will, considering there are a lot of people's favorite skins in the game currently that are not super expensive. Now, so far we've talked about the CSGO fractured case and its impact on a lot of the items in-game, like the Shattered Web items that I've been explaining throughout this entire video. But one thing that you guys may be asking is, will the fractured case affect all of the Shattered Web items? Like I was saying, the knives are the only things that are significantly going to drop in value, but if you're trying to connect the fractured case to other Shattered Web items, there really is no connection. I know some people are going to comment down below, will the fractured case kill Shattered Web sticker investments or something like that that really isn't affected by the fractured case? I just want to make this clear now. The only thing that is going to be affected by the fractured case is the CSGO Shattered Web knives. They're the only things that are significantly going to drop in value, and while this does hurt a lot of other investments, it is only going to be temporary. The prices of these other Shattered Web investments specifically are going to go back up in value very soon here. A lot of the sticker investments, which I have also talked about in my past videos, are still doing good. They've kind of leveled out now. They've kind of evened out for the time being, but they are definitely going to slowly still go up in value, considering that, again, they are also not dropping, and they're just going to become more and more rare over time. Again, it's just another thing that's a kind of a matter of time. They will go up in price. It's just a matter of when and how long it's going to take. I can tell you guys right now, any of the Shattered Web items, especially the stickers and weapons from the 3 different collections that do not drop anymore, are great investments right now. Cases are always okay. You can either lose money or gain money, but it's normally not going to be anything substantial. Like, you aren't going to make a bunch of money off of cases alone unless you have thousands of them for a really long period of time. If you're only buying a couple of items, I would actually kind of recommend going and looking more at Shattered Web item skins for investments versus like cases. It's probably going to make you a little bit more money over that same long period of time versus the amount of cases you could possibly buy with that same amount of money, and their value they would increase over time. But anyway guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope I was able to help you guys understand what's going to happen now that the fractured case is in the game, and hopefully I was also able to answer any of your questions about investments. And if you are going to make any investments after watching this video, all I can do is wish you good luck. Most of my estimates have been correct in the past, and especially the information I've gotten from my past sources have also been correct in the past, so hopefully I can point you guys on the right direction and you guys will hopefully be able to make a little bit of profit. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. And also, if you do have any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them in the comments section below or hit me up on my Discord server. It is linked down in the description below. And with that said, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you waiting for? What you think we came here for? I wanna see you dancing, moving, grooving like your pants.